This is the Misguided Meeples podcast.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen a good-looking green car. I take it back. I've seen one green car in my life that has looked good.
With your hosts, Eric.
What do me and Japanese women have in common? Cold-skinned Cabana boys. Little alcohol. Know your names and research.
And Natty.
Family-friendly content, without a doubt. Show me your tits. Put it in prisoner-visitor bums. It'd be a lot easier. Oh, I thought people kept chickens because they wanted eggs and kind of hated themselves. I will fight you for crab eggs.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Misguided Meeples podcast, episode 27, covering the bizarre and wacky news of this week. I'm Eric.
I'm Natty.
This is the week of March 23rd, 2019. We are carried on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, and YouTube. We'd greatly appreciate a subscribe, a like, or a review if you like this podcast. No negative reviews, though, or I will break out the machete.
He will. I've seen it.
It's very long. It's a long machete.
Quite rusty, too. He wants you to suffer after.
Suffer.
I hope you got your tetanus shots.
Or I hope you didn't get your tetanus shots.
Preferably, yeah. I guess that would be the intent.
Preferably, that'd be the better if you're trying to cause maximum damage.
Yeah. How many years since your last booster shot?
You just ask them that. Just like, wait, before I stab you with this, just answer me this one question.
And they'll be like, oh, if I tell them that I just got my shot, then I'll be I didn't get one. I'll be spared.
No,
the kindness of no, it's quite.
You'll just get more.
Yeah, we're just gonna give you tetanus.
I'm going to give you all the tetanus.
And some abdominal wounds, whatever.
Anywho, yeah, we got a great show for you today. All men-related stories this week.
Yes.
Just men being men. And
I think
men doing stuff.
It is the male populace who seems to be fucking up more.
That's just in general, though.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the reason we don't live as long.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically.
Case and point.
Case in point. Although, nothing here is... Most of this here is like smart Alex stuff. Other than the last one.
Yeah, most of this is innocent.
The last one will get dangerous, but...
The last one gets a little dicey. But the first couple, you're right. It's pretty childish stuff in a very amusing way.
But yeah, all y'all will understand when we get into it. So
let's get started with our first man-child. Man forced to shorten fence gets revenge with naked mannequins. That is, again, naked mannequins. And don't think about like JCPenney ones. Think about the ones you see at the sex shop. They get all the bits.
All the bits.
Mm-hmm.
Although this article does censor them out.
Yes.
So, God forbid you see mannequin titties.
Yeah, even plastic genitalia are unacceptable apparently to the U.S. populace.
That's just the way it is, man. Just the way it is. It's the world we live in.
We don't live in a free country.
We live in a society. Oh. Anyways, this happened in Santa Rosa, California. And city officials threatened a $500 a day fine until the homeowner cut the fence in half.
And in his defense, it's a dumb reason.
It's a really dumb reason. And honestly, this article doesn't do it justice, because if this reporter was actually doing a good job, he would show...
the titties.
Yeah, he would show the titties, one. But two, he would show the intersection that these neighbors were bitching about.
Yeah.
So basically this stemmed from neighbors that filed a complaint with the city saying that the fence blocked view of the intersection and oncoming cars.
Right.
There's like one screenshot here that I couldn't find the actual intersection, but from the looks of it, this intersection looks like it's not blocked at all by this fence. Like, I don't see an intersection blocked by this fence.
Well, plus, I mean, is it in like an urban, busy area?
It's like suburbs, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. You guys really can't figure that out? You're driving like 35 miles an hour.
And this intersection too, there's looks like there's a stop sign here. I don't know if it's a 4-way stop or a 2-way stop, but like there's a stop sign here. So
regardless, it seems like a pretty solid system.
And the stop sign isn't in a direction that would hinder anyone from seeing, or shouldn't hinder anyone from seeing, as far as I can tell. I don't know. I'm missing something probably because they did a bad job of showing the fucking intersection in question, but they rather would show, something as trivial as the mannequins.
Oh yeah, I know,
are causing the uproar. Anyways, this guy was ordered to cut his $9,000 fence that he just built in half after a neighbor filed a complaint with the city. Basically, the city agreed with this neighbor and ordered this guy that he alter the fence. So in response, he altered the fence and then placed a bunch of naked mannequins in his yard.
Oh, and it looks silly because it's not like the whole fence is cut in half.
It's not.
It's just that one bit.
It's just the part in question that blocks the intersection view.
So pretty much what they did is cut down the part of your fence that gives you all the privacy you put the fence up for in the first place.
Yeah, basically. And also he has a bunch of big dogs, like very big dogs that can easily clear this fence.
Oh yeah, they don't even have to jump. They could just step over it.
Yeah, like these dogs like easily are taller on 4 legs than this fence, and this fence is like 3 feet high and now at this point in time, and it's just dumb. It's just a stupid thing.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous.
It's completely ridiculous, and it makes no effing sense. Like, this intersection doesn't look that bad.
Honestly, the biggest thing that has changed is now there's just people taking selfies in front of the naked mannequins.
Yeah, basically, it's just causing like an uproar in the neighborhood, and in the city is just dumb. The city's dumb.
This is just very reminiscent of our Pink House fellow.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I get this guy. Completely.
Yeah, he got screwed.
He got completely screwed. He just put up a $9,000 fence so his dogs could run around. It looks like it's not blocking anything, and this article doesn't show, other than this like one shot in their video of like what the intersection actually looks like. And from that shot, it doesn't look like it's blocking anything at all or anything important. And some fucking busybody neighbor had to fucking get in the way.
Yeah.
And the fucking stupid city council probably just was like, just shut this guy up.
This guy just won't stop about the. I mean, it could be like I remember there was a.
Yeah.
There was a couple who were both lawyers and they lived next door to our favorite friend. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So his neighbors, they would just sue people because they were bored and they were retired lawyers, so they could do it.
Yeah.
That's what this sounds like. It sounds like some guy who has a little bit of clout in town and he's going around being like, nah, that doesn't work. And they're like, all right, fine, fuck it.
Yeah. City officials just like, let's get this guy to shut the fuck up, please.
Well, they could have at least compensated him for cutting his fence in half, right? I mean, like, that's wasted lumber.
No.
No. Just a
Probably
matter
not.
of fact, nah.
Nah.
Nah, you get shit.
I mean, they were going to fine him $500 every day the fence remained in its original condition.
Which also seems excessive.
Extremely. So when he did this, he had these wonderful mannequins that were just sitting around, and he says, quote, "I couldn't bring myself to throw them away. I was going to use them for target practice." So he placed them all there around a table while a female dummy stands with her arms over her head, according to the Santa Rosa Press
Very
Democrat.
provocative.
It's a very provocative position.
At one point, too, though, he says that he was saving them for a special occasion.
Well, saving them for a special occasion for target practice.
But they were separate. They were separate sentences. Does that mean that? Or does that mean, like, I was going to use them for target practice. That's my cover for the special occasion they were originally intended.
Yeah.
This could be like a whole zombie doll marriage thing all over again.
Ooh, that's true.
Except more of a
He's getting a little
harem
lonely.
of nude mannequins.
God. Jesus.
No, that's not Florida. That one happened.
So far, these locals are enjoying the nakedly personal protest. We've had like 50 people stop taking pictures and telling me how great it is.
It's just that one guy. One guy's fuming.
Oh man, this reminds me of I used to go to school near Potsdam or in Potsdam, New York, and there is a guy that on his property. I think the story is that I don't have time to look it up right now, but I think the story is that he got screwed out of. He got screwed out of some like city, like convenience store, due to like zoning restrictions for the city council or some bullshit. So what he did was he went to the junkyard, took a bunch of fucking toilets, and put them all in his front yard. He put all these toilets in his front yard. So then the city council was like, you can't have a bunch of fucking toilets in your front yard. Like it doesn't look good. Like, and so basically in response, he put a bunch of flowers in every single toilet bowl. And it's just like a yard decoration, just to like a giant middle finger to the city council. Yeah, it's actually quite funny. It's right outside where I used to go.
He is recycling. He is doing the environment a favor. He's planting plants and he's recycling otherwise unused toilets.
It's art.
It's art.
It's fucking art.
It is.
And it kind of reminds me of this story where this guy was just like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna put some goddamn absurd display out in my yard."
Yeah, I can see the similarity.
Yeah, so that's what the story kind of reminded me of.
The one it reminds me of is it's the opposite. Someone who did something in the yard and then everyone freaked out about it. It was in Tiverton, Rhode Island, the place where zombie dolls get married.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Some man decided he wanted a shell driveway and used fresh clams.
Oh.
And they rotted.
Oh my god!
The smell was for like a whole city block. It was full of maggots. It was heinous.
Oh my god!
Took the town about a month and a half to shut them down.
Why did he use fresh clams? That's stupid.
I assume he's just a moron.
Or he was like one of those DIY people who's just like, well, I can just buy a bunch of clams.
Exactly. But he argued to keep it. That's the thing I don't get. If I had a freaking driveway full of maggots, I think I'd be like, all right, enough is enough. Take it away.
I fucked up here. I done goofed.
It's like, you're going to have like a house full of flies.
Oh, certainly. And that's like right next to your house. Why would you want to keep that?
Well, it must smell atrocious.
It was just like, I just spent so much money on fresh clams. I can't go back. I've been clenching my nose for the last couple days.
I'm
in too deep, guys. I just need this to work out. Just bear with the smell, please.
Oh, he'd need like straight up clothespin. From what I understand, you could smell driving by it.
Oh my god.
Like it was a strong funk.
Awful.
So you guys think naked mannequins are bad? Not too bad.
Not as bad as smelly clams.
Yeah.
Definitely creative.
Oh yeah, no points for creativity. Of course.
Creativity. But
where
like
he
stupid
sourced the
city
models,
council.
one has to wonder.
Yeah. Stupid city council. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it does not look like it blocks anything. This is so dumb. People, fucking busybodies.
Oh yeah, no. It just they pretty much made him take a fence and do a crop top for no reason.
And it's not even the whole fence. It's like part of the fence.
Yeah, it's weird. It almost looks like it's meant to be like a stage. Like there's going to be a show in between the larger portions.
Hence why he decided to put on a show.
Right. And he did a good job with that. He definitely handled the situation well, I think. For a man-child.
Yes. Definitely. Well, this is another man-child that we're covering here. A little nice segue there.
Yeah.
Texas man brings steer into Petco to test all leashed pets are welcome policy.
And one must understand, this isn't just a steer.
Yeah, this is a big fucking steer.
I think this is what you would call a longhorn.
So yeah, basically Petco has this policy. All leashed pets are welcome. So this Texas man, or a Texas man and woman, couldn't help but laugh as they recently walked their leashed steer into a Houston area Petco to really see if all leashed pets are welcome. These people have too much time on their hands and are fucking wise asses.
Have you noticed her name?
I did not.
Best name ever.
Oh, Shelley Lumpkin.
Lumpkin. How great is that?
And Vincent Brownings. It's a surprise. The African Watusi was welcome. Oh, it's the name of the steer. Or not the name of the steer. The type of steer. Was welcomed with open arms. The staff members here are always super friendly and courteous to us. We really enjoy coming to this location. And our favorite Petco by far. So good luck by Petco. Clearly, they did not see this coming.
No, but they didn't seem that fussed about it, despite the fact that they brought in a 1,600-pound
animal
livestock. Yeah,
a bull. But whatever.
Oh, Lumpkin and Browning, those jokesters,
those guys. What fucking why? Why? I get rules, and there's loopholes and shit, but it doesn't mean you have to do it. Just because some arbitrary pet company has a policy doesn't mean you have to test it.
Well, that's like me going to the convenience store and it says shirt and shoes required. I put my shoes in my hands and my shirt on my butt. Technically, I have both things. I'm testing the theory, but really am I going to do that?
Are you really going to?
Not sober, anyway.
Not so. Maybe drunk, yeah. Why not? Sure.
Depends how much money's on it.
$20.
I would have gotten cheaper, so that's fine. I'll take $20.
I went too high. I went too high. Damn, I went too high.
I would have taken $2.50 and a sandwich.
Perfect. I'll know better next time then.
Yeah. Cheat day over here.
So yeah, basically, this kind of went viral a couple days ago.
How could it not? It seems huge.
And earned more than 40,000 views. So, good on Petco for not overreacting to a dumb situation. And these people are wise asses.
All of you hipsters on Instagram, just think about the fact that a bull that walked into Petco has more views than you.
Yep. Good luck with that reality.
Yeah, the self-esteem is going to crash. So now we have to move on to someone who's actually stupid.
Well, I mean, we could argue whether or not the last people were stupid.
True.
But
they were stupid in a way they didn't harm anyone.
Sure. It could have harmed someone.
Yeah, especially the bull. The big
Yes.
bull. Lumpkin and Browning were playing they're rolling the dice on that one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a big bull.
It's a big bull.
You could decide to charge someone for no reason.
Yeah. We could take down all the shelves. They could be bad.
Bull in a pet shop.
That should be a thing.
Yeah.
It is now. It's been decided.
Sure.
It is. I'm going to now use this on the podcast.
Bull in a pet shop.
Bull in a pet shop.
Yep.
Oh, see that guy? He's like a bull in a pet shop. What does that mean? Welcome.
Now you know.
However, this man does not get along with animals as well because he... Man shoots self after throwing gun at cockroach.
As you do.
I feel like that one needs a rewrite. Man shoots self after throwing gun at a cockroach.
Well, I mean, if you saw a bug like a cockroach, your first instinct would pick up your gun and throw it at it.
It would be.
I think that'd be my first instinct.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Because that's like seeing being in a duel and stabbing someone with the hilt.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. It would not work.
Okay,
anyway,
it would be overkill to shoot the cockroach, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, at least you wouldn't shoot yourself.
Yeah, at least you wouldn't shoot yourself, exactly. Create a hole in the floor, not a hole in your abdomen.
Of course, this happened in Detroit, Michigan.
The finest of cities.
We went from Detroit. We went from California to Texas to Detroit. So.
Yeah, we're ending on a low note.
Yeah.
Sorry, Detroit.
Sorry, Detroit. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Not really sorry.
No. Anyways, so what happened here, Natty?
A 50-year-old man who uses a wheelchair, not sure how that's relevant to this. Maybe he wasn't as able to get to the said cockroach, threw his shoe that had his revolver inside to kill the bug. One has to ask, how big is the shoe and how small is the gun?
Yes, I had that same question reading the article. Why? How big? What? Is this man a clown?
I don't know.
He has like clown-sized shoes that has like a revolver in them.
I just don't get it. I mean, you have feet like a jackrabbit. Could you fit a freaking gun in there? No. Yeah, exactly.
I can barely fit my feet in there.
That's exactly the point. How do you fit a revolver in there? Is that what he's using to pad like his too big shoe?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like I got my shoes too says too big, so I just put some guns in them and it's good now.
Yeah, like strategically, he was just like, all right, I got a shoe that fixed. All right, so now I just need my left shoe to be like 3 sizes is too big, so I can fit my gun in there. Everyone in Detroit was just like, yeah, gotcha.
Do we only sell them that way?
Oh, that's the way we sell them. Come, let's see the mismatched shoes. You righty or lefty?
Are you a Detroiter? Yeah. Do you have a gun shoe? What? Yeah, you're not a Detroiter.
Gun shoe. Got my gun shoe right here.
Mm-hmm. Ready in a pinch.
So it's not where you keep a gun. Like,
I wouldn't think so.
All gun safety would probably tell you not to keep your gun in your shoe.
I feel like if I mean this probably isn't a licensed, legal, concealed firearm kind of deal here, but I imagine if you did have the proper licensing for a concealed firearm, it would not apply to keeping it in your shoe.
Oh, 100% no.
I feel like maybe a holster maybe need to be involved.
Like some kind of hidden holster. Like we had that story a couple weeks back, or not a couple months back, of the guy who shot himself in the groin at Walmart.
Oh yeah.
And it was because he was keeping it in his waistband.
Makes no sense. And
why?
That's not the first person to effectively neuter themselves that way too. It just doesn't make any damn sense. Go like all Breaking Bad and put it in the back of your underwear.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
right.
that's safe.
Right?
Just shoot yourself in the ass.
It's plenty of cushion. Come on. If anything else in your body goes wrong, where do they get the skin? Your ass. Clearly, there's enough to go around.
Least amount of damage, your ass.
Yes, I mean, preferably put it in a holster, but second best, ass.
Ass. Definitely. Yeah, if you don't have a holster, you can't dish out the extra money for the holster when you buy your gun.
Yes.
Go ahead and just put it in the waistband and point it towards your ass instead of your ball sack.
Yes.
It's a good idea.
Yes, because you can still reproduce with a hole in your cheek.
You might need like an extra like half second to like reach back there and get the gun, but trust me,
worth it.
You'll be able to have children after that.
Do you want to be sterile or do you want to have to sit on an inflated cushion? Come on. It's great.
The choice is obvious.
So in this case, the gun fell out of the shoe.
As you do when you throw a shoe.
Yeah,
so
it's sort of just gravity effect.
The funny thing is, too, this guy had a 50-50 shot, right? Unless he's keeping revolvers in both shoes. This guy had a 50-50 shot. Unless this guy doesn't have like a leg.
Right.
But I think he's in a wheelchair, so I guess I can't assume.
He's not going to dodge the bullet, clearly. I mean...
Well, I mean, like, I'm saying he's in a wheelchair, so maybe he does not have another shoe. So I'm wondering if he does have two shoes, he had a 50-50 shot.
True.
So if we're running with the assumption that he had two legs,
they generally
then two shoes.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
He had a 50-50 shot, and he chose the shoe that had the gun in it.
Here's the catch. What if both shoes have a gun in it?
Then he got a 0% shot.
I mean, what if this man, he's in a wheelchair. What if he's not just like weak in legs. Let's say he just straight up can't walk. Mm-hmm. And he just buys big shoes to act as like purses.
Yeah.
And just has his gun tucked into each. Those are his holsters. They're easy for him to reach. All right here. I can grab my shoe.
I mean, you're already sitting. Like, you just can't get like a chest holster or something.
It would still make sense. You just go... Look a lot cooler too.
You're like, you have to lean down. You have to lean down toward your feet to get those.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Chest holster, you don't even have to lean.
You look like a badass and an assassin. When you take it out of your sneaker, you look like a moron, and there's no thug cred there.
Oh, man.
You are not gangster if you keep your gun in your shoe.
I just have so many questions.
There are so many questions.
So
there's no word on his condition.
So maybe he only had one shoe to throw. And if that was the case, why did you throw a shoe? Who throws a shoe?
People at President Bush.
Yes.
But there was no gun in that shoe, mind you. It was a nice Italian.
Well, as far as we know.
As far as we know.
Or it didn't go off.
Gun was in the other shoe.
The other shoe.
The other shoe.
The guy threw Bush shoes? I think he threw Bush shoes. I thought he did.
Pittman. Well, I mean, what are you going to do with one shoe? You might as well throw both.
I know. You already got... But you already took off one shoe and threw it at
You're not getting it back. You might as well get rid of the pair. You're going to do with one shoe. Oh, I should keep my gun in it.
Secret Service haven't arrived yet. You're just like, yeah, all right. Throwing it out. Let's go. Throw them both.
Hit him with the shoe. Get it out.
I missed it. Second shot. He's just going into that meeting just like, I have 2 shots at this, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Be cool. Be calm. Collected. We've practiced.
Yes. I bronzed my heels yesterday. It is going to hurt.
Honestly, who throws a shoe? Must have seen that movie like 60 times as kids.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Anyways, don't throw a shoe if it has guns in it. Like,
yeah.
I'm also wondering. This story's pretty short, but it doesn't go into any of these details.
Yeah, it
but
really ends with no word on his condition, physically or mentally.
I did see another article that covers the same topic, and it says that this man did recover and is stable. So this article does not say that, but another one did. Anyways, this. So he saw a cockroach. He's in a wheelchair. His first instinct is to grab the shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That has a gun in it. I'm wondering, like, did he have any other objects around that he could have thrown at this cockroach?
I don't know if this is related. So, first moved into my first dorm at college.
Mm-hmm.
Had all the suite mates over, played Cards Against Humanity on the floor. Because we had no food, we had nothing but like 2 shitty dorm beds, and that was it. So
right.
I was like, fine, we'll play on the floor. First night, cockroach about 3 inches comes clawing out of the wall. First cockroach I've ever seen, actually. Not a great experience.
No.
The kid from Alabama was one of my suite mates.
Yep.
Cockroach came out. All the girls freaked out. All the guys were like, what the fuck? Him, no hesitation, whipped up his flip-flop. Bam! Dead. So if he had a gun shoe, he would not have hesitated.
No.
So I think that
it's like you're just like first reaction. Like you're so experienced with cockroaches, your like first reaction is just like shoe off foot, throw it.
Yeah.
I mean, like granted, this man was on a wheelchair, so like my next question was, if you are able-bodied, why would you take off your shoe? Why wouldn't you just step on the bug?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would totally make sense.
Yeah.
Why would you take off the shoe? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes no practical sense. Plus, this guy's in Detroit, so the Southern theory doesn't apply.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
A screwdriver.
What? Why?
For the mirror.
Toolbox.
Mirrors need screwdrivers?
Why are you looking for... Where is it hanging?
You have to put the hooks on the thing and then you hang it on the door.
And you just couldn't have waited till
Nope.
it was done?
Nope.
Yeah,
Like we're about to wrap up like in a couple minutes.
Well, at least you use the technical term. Screwing the thing on the door.
Yeah, put the thing on the door.
The thing on the door, of course. What else would it be?
Naturally. Like, interrupt me while I'm fucking podcasting.
She
here.
hears your shoe
You're leaving.
screwdriver.
Did you leave the cat? Get the cat out. Hey. She's stuck in here, is she?
I don't see her, actually. She might have made it out.
I thought she was in here.
I think she just...
You want to even close the door all the way? Where were we?
Savage.
Fucking talking about your first instinct. Ugh. Oh my god. So yeah. First instinct. Why?
Throw your shoe.
Throw your shoe. Or take off your shoe. Why is that the first instinct?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, he can't run over there and stomp on it. We got that. And I can't imagine he's so accurate with his wheelchair that he can hit it with the treads. So he had to throw something.
Mm.
I feel like there must have been something else around aside a shoe.
I know. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But
Right. It just seems a little impracticable.
unless he like threw all the objects he could throw, and he was at the shoe as a final resort.
Just like, oh, fine, throw the gun shoe.
I'm at the gun. I already threw the other shoe. Now I'm throwing the gun shoe.
See, that was the mistake. He should have thrown the shoe and then the gun. At least then he has 2 shots at the cockroach. I'm just saying. It's like double your odds, man.
I know you have another object inside the heavy object you're throwing at the cockroach. So yeah.
Plus, there's one thing that's not covered by this article. Did he kill a damn cockroach or not? Because if this was all for naught, he just got shot and the cockroach got away.
Yeah, maybe
He has to go to the hospital and then come back and find the damn cockroach again.
yeah, the cockroach would just be laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like,
You bring his whole
dummy.
family in while you're in the hospital because you shot yourself.
you dummy.
Dummy with your shoe gun.
Fucking threw your shoe gun at me. My God. Your gun shoe.
Can't.
Well, now I have to go get a gun shoe because apparently that's the thing.
What is it though? It's like one of those like turn of the century 2-shot ladies pistols. Like that's the only thing I could think of that could fit in there.
I know. I can't imagine a gun that would fit inside a shoe that's like big enough to
Right.
be.
Like what if this comes out to be a Colt 45? Like how the fuck did that get in there?
I think it's a safe assumption that it's not, but sure.
It probably isn't. It would not.
Unless it's like
make
a
sense in
clown
this
shoe.
context.
Who knows?
Maybe he's in a wheelchair because his feet are so big it's not practical to walk.
Yeah.
Solved.
There we go. Solved. Mystery solved. And you know what they say about big feet? Big socks.
More room for guns.
More room for guns. That too. Big shoes. Lots of guns.
Lots of guns. My feet are so big I am fucking loaded.
I'm loaded, man. I got all these guns in my shoe. Anyways, I think it's a pretty good place to wrap up this week.
I think so.
Talked about a lot of fun stuff this week. Any final thoughts before we wrap up the show today? Gun shoe thoughts?
Gosh, it's so hard. Gunshoe thoughts, where to source your nude mannequins, like
Bring steers into Petco.
where do you get us to? What else can we bring into Petco? How far would they let you go? Can I get my cousin and put him on a leash and bring him into Petco and have him crawl around? Would that be acceptable?
It might be weird, but sure, maybe. I don't know.
Can I drag my pet rock through Petco?
If it's on a leash.
And I want it to be, I'm talking like a pet boulder. It's not going to be a little rock. It's going to be like the size of, let's say, microwave.
Yeah. I feel like this going viral, though, will just not help
Oh, yeah,
people.
no, this is
People
gonna,
will be like,
this is
come
gonna
up with all these
encourage this
different
shit.
ideas. Yeah.
You're going to get the people who bring their Jaguars in that they illegally smuggled in through like Cuba or something.
Yeah, this is my anaconda. It's on a leash. It's a 13-foot anaconda.
Right.
It is on a leash. I'm sorry to eat all the ferrets, but it is on a leash.
It's on a leash. It just has a lot of reach.
So, it should be allowed in here. Duh,
It's
Petco.
on a leash. It follows the rules. It's pretty straightforward.
Very straightforward.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm going to drag my fish in on a leash.
All 30 of them.
Just like... No, they're gone.
They're gone. They're back to Petco.
They're back to Petco, and I don't know what they do with them. And they didn't all make it. There's not 30. There's like 20.
That's the sad reality of life.
Yes. Fish spawn, and then they die, and then the spawn dies, and I don't know how they continue.
They just go.
Yeah.
They're fish.
And then the other fish start eating the other. It gets complicated.
It's
The strongest survive. That's what's important here.
it's the most important part.
Right. The strongest and the ones who keep their guns in their shoes.
If they have shoes at all or guns at all. Anyways, if you'd like to join the conversation if you'd like to join a conversation, email us at misguidedmeeplespodcast@gmail.com or tweet us at misguidedmeeple. Thank you so much for joining the conversation this week, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
And bye.
The music in our intro is Retro Future Clean, and the outro music you hear now is called Breakdown.
Both tracks were done by Kevin MacLeod at incomtech.com. If you would like to get in contact with the show, our email address is misguidedmeatballspodcast@gmail.com.
On Twitter, we are at Misguided Meeple. Follow us for show news and links to all the crazy news stories we covered in this week's episode.
And maybe even some bonus ones we didn't cover.
Gotta follow us to find out.